Well, the flashback of the UEFA Champions League involving Atletico Madrid and Inter Milan at the San Siro, and also when PSV hosted Dortmund in the UEFA Champions League. Well, let's indeed come back to the home front and take a look at the situation involving the Super Eagles' position. And we understand that in the federal capital, precisely the Glass House, the Football Federation are making efforts to appoint a new coach in the month of April, and it's also looking good at the stage where you have the big names already showing interest as far as the job is concerned, from Finidi George to Manuel Amunike and the host of others, indeed showing interest in the Super Eagles job. Sadly, at this stage, the Nigerian Football Federation had the intention of playing against La Albiceleste of Argentina out there in Europe, but unfortunately, that did not see the light of day. In America, to be precise, that did not see the light of day, and to this end, they will be playing in Morocco, where the likes of the Black Stars of Ghana and indeed the Eagles of Mali will indeed be playing against the Super Eagles. And we understand that it could be possible that Finidi George will be the man to indeed lead the team when the Eagles take on these two countries, Mali and also Ghana. But then the question is, who will be the next coach of the Super Eagles? And another question Nigerian football fans would want to ask the Football Federation or the technical committee is that will it be a local coach or a foreign coach? Who will be the best option for the Super Eagles? But time will indeed tell. The Federation says no fewer than 50 applications has been received at this stage, and both from outside the shores of Nigeria, foreign coaches and indeed Nigerian coaches have all submitted their CV since the Nigerian Football Federation made that position vacant. Well, we will be indeed talking to Chuks Akuneto. He's the under-19 manager of Oldham Athletic. Well, Chuks, it's nice to have you on the program Sports Desk.
Oh, good afternoon.
Well, Chuks, we've seen, the role foreign managers have played when they took charge of the Super Eagles, and also what local coaches have been able to do when they take charge of the Super Eagles. The Nigerian Football Federation say they've received a lot of application for the Super Eagles job. What's your take, Chuks? Are you also interested? Are you thinking of managing the Eagles in the future, or have you also submitted your CV?
No, I have not for the Super Eagles job. I think the Super Eagles job, we've had foreign coaches that have excelled. We've had local coaches that have excelled. I think that the best man for the job should be chosen for the job at all times. Best man only.
Okay, as the under-19 manager, let me ask, Chuks, do you have interest in any of the underage teams back home in the country?
Yes, of course. I would be interested in managing the Nigerian under-17 team. If I am deemed capable, I've already applied for the position, and I just wait for the due process to take its course.
Well, if you talk about the Eaglets, you have experience in Europe. At the under-19 level, you still have a job with Oldham Athletic. But what do you think, Chuks, will be bringing to the table? Should he get the nod for the under-17 job?
Yes, I have got a lot of knowledge. I've got a lot of qualifications. I've got a lot of experience, and I've got the nationalism. I want to do something for my country. So that's why I am putting myself forward, my services forward to the Glass House if they think I'm that person that they want to employ.
Okay, interesting. So Chuks has also made it known on Sports Desk today that he has applied for the national under-17 job, and I must say from here, we wish you the best of luck. Now, let's talk about the Super Eagles. You talked about foreign coaches, local coaches, and some of the questions Nigerian football fans have asked over the years is, what should we expect when we have a foreigner in charge of the Super Eagles? Should that coach determine the style of football to be played at the under 17, under 20, under 23, and the national team level? What kind of synergy should that person bring with the technical departments of the Football Federation? Chuks, what's your take on this?
Yeah, I am happy you have asked that question. It is about having a multidisciplinary team, the technical committee and the technical crew sitting down together and drawing out a plan. You mentioned the word synergy, which is the sum of the parts being greater than the whole. So if they come together and decide, this is how we want to play, this is our system of play, I think the national team must have or should have a unified playing pattern so that the players move from one edge to the other, where the only thing different will be the size of the share. But the playing style and the system and the strategies must be aligned so that if the manager leaves, we've got a playing style, the next person comes in, the young kids, so we need to go put something in place. And it's going to be a joint-up approach. The technical committee should not impose and the coach should not impose. You sit down together, as usual, we get strong in numbers and come up with a system that is proper and fit, that can give us a fighting chance to put our nation back where it belongs in the world map of football.
When you say the world map of football, one of the best ways to judge is by the biggest football tournament in the world, the FIFA World Cup. And from this stage, everyone has been talking about the 2026 World Cup, and they hope that Nigeria will pick the ticket to the World Cup. But from what you saw at the AFCON tournament, where the Eagles played in the final, do you think this team can indeed replicate such form at the World Cup and get better if possible and be a threat at the world level once again?
I think when we get our acts together, we are always a threat to anyone. If you look at the last squad, despite not playing well, we managed to get to the finals. We've never lacked personnel. We've never lacked quality. Like you can see, African Player of the Year, we've got players playing in the Premiership, playing in the Serie A. We've got quality individual players, but our task is to be able to replicate what we did in 94, in 98, when we had all these individuals playing as a team, playing together in a system that suited them, and we were all happy. So we're trying to replicate that. But the players is not a problem. It's our organization that need to get a little bit better, and we will be there, I am sure.
Well, Chuks Akuneto, under 19 manager of Oldham Athletic, I must say a big thank you for being a part of the show. Once again, I wish you success with your interest in application as far as the under 17 national team job is concerned, the Golden Eaglets of Nigeria.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Chuks Akuneto gone by there. Well,